All right, everybody, day one of the Cross America ride. Here's my daily recap. Here's my sleeping quarters for the night. Got a tent site in Green Cove Springs, Florida. Nice little county park. $20 to camp for the night. They've got cabins back up by the main entrance. They've got this tent site area with a bathhouse and a little dining hall. And then a little dirt path goes back, and the maintenance guy was just talking to me. His name is Kevin, too. I thought that was pretty cool. Back there, they have tree houses that you can rent. I haven't been back there yet. Maybe I'll go back at some point, but maybe. He says there's really nobody booked for tonight for tent camping other than me. He said there is one family that has reserved a tree house for tonight. He said sometimes people do that and don't show up, but maybe there'll be somebody back there, or maybe I'll just be back here by myself tonight. So I went 30 miles today from St. Augustine. Let me perch my phone onto the bicycle. Just use the bicycle as a camera stand here for a second. All right. So, sit here, and I think I've got the camera pointing the right direction. So, I think I've already covered this in an earlier video, but I haven't posted it yet, so you might hear the same things over and over again, depending on what you see on YouTube or TikTok. It might be double coverage, whatever. Planned on getting up at like 5 o'clock this morning and riding back to the ocean because I never took any camera footage of my bicycle at the beach. I did ride my bicycle on the beach in New Smyrna, and then followed the beach road all the way up to St. Augustine. But my motel was almost 10 miles away from the beach, up by I-95. It was just a cheaper place to get a motel for a couple nights so I could take a rest and be a tourist. When I got up this morning, my legs were sore. I started to stress and overthink about what could go wrong on a 20-mile round trip before I even started the actual trip, just to get some camera footage, and I decided it wasn't worth it. A lot of people post their videos when they start a Cross America trip. They'll dip a tire in the Atlantic Ocean, then when they get out to California, they'll dip a tire in the Pacific Ocean. I was kind of iffy on that anyways. As a retired sailor, I don't think it's a great idea to dip any part of my bicycle in salt water. But, yeah, I gave up on the idea of backtracking just to get a few minutes of camera footage, and I just launched from the motel. We don't need to fancy it up a little bit. I was staying in a shitty little Super 8 motel. But anyways, took an easy day for today. This is the campground I had scoped out last night in a hotel that I wanted to get to. It's only 30 miles from St. Augustine, but I don't want to push myself too far, too fast. Ease into it. So, using an app called The Dyrt, D-Y-R-T, to find campgrounds. So far, I'm 2 for 2. It's found me 2 nice camp spots. This one might be even better than the last. I might be back here by myself tonight, as I already said, but nice little spot. The weather's beautiful. It's going to be nice and cool tonight, so it'll be easy to sleep in the tent. I don't have any power hookups at the tent site. I can charge stuff inside that little dining hall, but this will be my first opportunity to set up my Jackery 1000 solar generator to run my CPAP tonight, and a fan. So tomorrow when I ride, I'm going to have to open up my solar panel and recharge for the first time my solar generator, which is good. I want to try that, see how it works, see if I need to make any changes to the way I pack the bike. Yeah. That's about it for today. I fought a headwind. Ran into a lot of incourteous drivers. It was just the traffic was heavy, really heavy. and the road that I was on had a shoulder, but for some reason the shoulder was covered in barrels, even though there was no construction going on. So I kept having to jump back into traffic to get around the barrels, and that made people really mad. But I got to do what I got to do, and I try to do it as safely as I can. And I'm not trying to piss people off. I'm just trying to get to where I'm going. And for a trip like this, most of the time, there's not going to be a bike path headed to where I'm going. So I'll use any bike path I can find. Sidewalks. Part of this trip, I ducked through a neighborhood for some nice side streets that were a good reprieve from the traffic. So yeah, I'd call day one a success. 30 miles from St. Augustine. Slow progress is progress. And I don't care how long it takes to California. I'm going to make it to California. Oh, the other thing I forgot to mention in my daily recap, I had breakfast at Buc-ee's this morning. That was delicious. If you don't know what Buc-ee's is, look it up.